thoughts on Northwestern game and then opening up the questions.
Well, first of all, I think we put together back-to-back really complete games, and that makes me feel good this time of year when you're putting together the consistency, which is what you really need. You know, this was 4 people in double figures. I love that. Caitlin had a double-double, 14 assists. Are you kidding? And some of those passes in the full court were amazing. Just beautiful basketball. Hannah was an amazing spark in that second quarter. She has a career high 17 points, 9 rebounds. Is not a career high for her, but it's pretty impressive. You know, we shot well. We shot over 50% every quarter tonight. We rebounded well. I'm really pleased with the performance tonight, and we're going to keep it going against Penn State on Saturday.
Hannah, it seemed like you were at the scorer's bench forever there in the first quarter. I think about 4 minutes. There wasn't stoppage. I don't think there was even immediate timeout in the first quarter. You know, what was that? Did that just seem like forever sitting there?
It was. I was sitting there for a long time, but the view from right there is
Hannah, can you describe, you came in the second quarter and things just took off. What was that feeling like?
I just try to come in and be a little spark. You know, sometimes we need it. Today we got off to a little slow start, but once we got rolling, we were perfect. So.
Did you notice the crowd responding to your heroics out there?
Yes.
The crowd loves Hannah, that's for sure. Fan favorite.
How can you not?
Yeah.
Has Hannah gotten used to the crowd yet?
Yes, I'm used to it. I used to be part of the crowd. Now they're cheering for me, so
That's pretty cool.
it's cool. Yeah.
The sequence at the end of the first half where you stole the inbounds pass and then took it coast to coast, just what did you kind of see on that play and made it happen?
Well, I knew they were going to pass here because nobody else was open because our great defense. I know everyone wanted me to dunk it, but I'm saving that for later.
Question for Coach Bluder. Obviously, Hannah has developed a lot throughout the year. Talk about her development and just the process of getting her more into the games as the year has gone on.
Yeah, I mean, everybody can see what an amazing athlete she is and just a terrific basketball player and human being. You know, as the start of this year, we really had her pegged at the power forward position. And then we started exploring the opportunity of playing her both at the 4 and the 5, and that's where she is now. She's our first in at both the 4 and the 5, and I think you can see what a great job she does at both of those positions. So we've had to tweak a few things in our offense when she's at the 4, and that's okay. We're perfectly fine with doing that. She's explosive. She's an unbelievable rebounder, driver, and we need to use her.
Lisa, it seemed like unforced turnovers really kind of plagued you guys, kept them around for maybe the first quarter, early part of the second quarter. Once you cleaned that up, just this game started to turn a little bit. I guess what did you see and what adjustments did you make to kind of cut down those unforced turnovers?
Yeah, the first half, that's what we talked about in the locker room, was we had too many turnovers. They had 11 points off of our turnovers at halftime. Way too many. They had 7 points on the offensive rebounds. So those are our 2 concentrated areas, is take our time on the outlet, make a good outlet pass, just don't throw to a voice, you know, look, and then boxing out. So those are our main points that we were talking about defensively.
Coach, I'm guessing you brought Caitlin back in to get that 10th rebound.
Mm-hmm.
How do you weigh the risk and reward in something like that?
Yeah, it's hard, you know, but triple-double is so special. It is so hard to get. That, you know, I tell her what I need her to do. I need her to go get a rebound.
I started crashing the O boards. Didn't go too hot.
I mean, again, there is risk involved in that, but there's risk in walking into a restaurant downtown.
There's a story there.
There is a story there. That's for another day.
I want my players to have those kind of accolades if they're that close. But there is a point you do have to take her out.
Caitlin, you've talked a couple times throughout the year about the biggest thing with Hannah is getting her to realize how good she is. How much have you seen her confidence continue to grow over this part of the season?
Yeah, I think it's been tremendous to see her growth. I think, you know, especially when she comes into the game and impacts it like that, I think, you know, her teammates believe in her more than she believes in herself. And I think that's a lot of times how a lot of girls are, and your teammates can give you a lot of confidence, and that's what we just try to do for her. But I think she's really starting to see her potential and see where she can go. You know, she can be a very, very good player, a very good professional player. I mean, the athleticism is clearly there, and I think me and her are on the same page a lot. The way she runs the floor, those are the players I love to play with. So, you know, I'm just really happy for her because I know what she's capable of, and when she shows it like that, it really helps us. But you know, it's awesome for her too.
Do you get extra teammate points for missing the 2 threes that allowed her to get 2?
I did it on purpose.
Back-to-back on boards.
Caitlin, you got going early. I mean, how much does that really just open up the rest of the offense? Because it seemed like they started to really focus on you more on the perimeter. You found some inside passes, and obviously the outlets were there.
Yeah. I think our goal was to make them come out of their zone defense, which is, you know, that's what they do. That's what they've ran the whole time I've been here. The Blizzard defense, which they're kind of known for, it's a little different type of zone. So we wanted to make them go to man defense, and that's exactly what we did. We made some threes. Monica was getting buckets inside. And, you know, that just really frees up a lot of things. But then obviously when you get stops on the defensive end, it's so hard to stop our transition game, especially with the way McKenna, Monica, Hannah run the floor. And
Sydney even got involved
Sydney got
tonight.
a few, especially at the end there. So, you know, honestly, it just starts on the defensive end. But, you know, I thought we executed well on offense too.
Is Hannah the fastest player you've played with? Because I think that one when she
She's
went
not
on
as
the
fast as
outlet-
me, but yes.
They do sprint hard. These two, when we have a sprint.
We have sprint competitions.
Yeah.
Coach D's on that.
When it comes to, as Coach said, you know, getting 14 assists tonight, how important is it for you to be able to make sure that everybody gets included?
Yeah, I think that's super important. I think that's when we're at our best, especially when we have 4 people in double figures. At 3, you know, sometimes you don't know which way the game's going to go, but when we have 4 people in double figures, like, we usually win the game. That's how it goes, and you know, obviously 14 assists doesn't count if my teammates don't make the layup or make the shot, so a lot of that credit goes to them, but I don't know. I just thought it was a very good game for us. It felt like Iowa basketball. It felt like our fans had a lot to cheer about, and that's what we want to do every single night because we're so thankful that they come. I don't know what attendance was, but I thought they were very loud and really good, and you know, it's such a special place to play, so it's just fun being out there.
Caitlin, was the technical just a verbal thing? Or?
Yeah, to myself. Kind of frustrating, but you know, that's just how things go sometimes. And you know, I think women's basketball, you know, people need to play with passion. People need to play with that fire. That's what it's about. That's who I am. And I'm sure that ref has reffed me quite a few times. He knows what I am. And I think Christy Winter-Scott said it really, really well last year on TV. Like that passion, that fire that she plays with, that's what draw people to the game. That's what draws people to our team. We're excited, we're fun, we're competitive. That's why women's basketball is great. That's how the game's going to grow. So obviously a frustrating call. Wasn't to him, wasn't to the other team. But, you know, that's how things go sometimes. And, you know, I'm lucky that I have teammates and coaches that have my back. But all you can do is respond and keep playing, and that's exactly what I did. So.
At least you guys picked up the big win against Michigan. Now tonight was the first of 3 games against unranked opponents. Obviously the Big Ten has been tougher than recent years, but how important is it to, you know, take care of business, and not only tonight but the next 2 games, and really get the ball rolling before you get back into the tougher games?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, that's you can't have any slip ups at home, and certainly, you know, we play Penn State next. You know, we want to keep the momentum going. We've got some momentum now. We want to keep it going. We've played, in my opinion, 8 straight quarters of good basketball. You know, this is when you want to start putting it all together, and I feel like we are, and we're going to continue to do so.
Caitlin, I'm only half kidding when I say this, but when after the game against Michigan, Lisa congratulates Monica, calls her out for the 8 assists, was the career high. Did you want something like that? Did that spur you into the 14 assists you had today, season high?
No, I mean, I hope I have 14 every game. I think that's when we're really, really successful. But honestly, Monica, I think her passing is, you know, sometimes she doesn't get as much credit as she deserves. And a lot of those times, those are backdoor passes where you have to have really good timing, especially versus Michigan. A lot of times we had people going backdoor. She was passing out of double teams. Like, those are challenging passes. So a lot of credit to her. I mean, I guess she's coming for the point guard spot now. But I don't know about that. You don't want to see me on the block, that's for sure.
You know, people talk about the Blizzard and all that stuff. What does it mean to put up 93 on them?
It means Joe's sales go down on his videotapes.
He's going to like that.
All righty, guys.
Thank you.